Hi there again, folks. This is Attorney Craig, and this is one lawyer's opinion. Well, I wanted to comment on first of all, the Donald Trump situation where he had been relatively outspoken about criminals, rapists coming over the border from Mexico, and the Mexican government allowing people from other countries to come up through Mexico and into the United States. And he had received a lot of public backlash, particularly from the Hispanic community, Latino community, and causing apparently various business connections that he had to be disrupted. I support Trump on this issue. I mean, it's a serious enough situation that it does deserve the serious dialogue. And I believe that him raising it to that level comports with the importance or the seriousness of the situation. Now, there was the killing of Katie Stangl in San Francisco last week by an illegal immigrant from Mexico who had been deported already 5 times out of this country back to Mexico. And if there's any situation that gives validity to what Donald Trump has been saying, it's that murder, okay? And it couldn't come against a more upstanding U.S. citizen, this 32-year-old woman, definitely a beautiful woman on the outside, and they say that she was just the most beautiful woman on the inside. She was a very caring and giving person, a very charitable person, and she cared about people. And and this was done at the hands of a guy that just did not care about her. Was this a revenge killing for what has been going on in the press about illegal immigrants? Or is this just a random act? In any event, it was done at the hands of a very careless individual who's illegal, and we'll find out, I suppose, through his trial whether there was a sufficient intent to have a wrongful intent to kill. But at this point, we don't even need to prove his innocence or guilt. We know that he shot her. The accused admitted to shooting her, saying it was an accident. The gun that he supposedly found on the pier area, wadded up in a shirt, the serial number of that gun was run by the federal government or the local authorities, and that serial number came back showing that it was a federal agent's gun. It's a gun that had been issued to a federal agent. But the federal government is not saying anything further. I believe they confirmed that, but they will not give any more specifics at this time. But for the accused, Mr. Sanchez, in this murder in San Francisco, to say that he found this gun wadded up in a shirt is kind of suspicious. I mean, who more so than Sanchez himself, a guy that has been deported 5 times, would be likely to come into contact with federal agents? That gun being registered to a federal agent, it comports with Mr. Sanchez's activity most likely interfacing with federal agents. So I don't buy this story that he found this gun over there on the pier. But excuse me, what I really take issue with is this city of sanctuary that San Francisco has tried to establish here, and what appears to be harboring illegal immigrants. And problem here is on the Sanchez situation, the federal government wanted Sanchez. They made a request that he be held, and they wanted him for deportation. And the San Francisco sheriff, and that individual's name is Sheriff Ross Mirkarimi, has stated that he denied honoring the federal government's request that Sanchez be detained, and they released Sanchez back into the public. Now, Sheriff Mirkarimi has stated that he will continue to not honor federal requests that a person in Sanchez's situation be turned over to the feds. And apparently they want a court order, or they want, it looks like it's in unison, the city of San Francisco and the sheriff's department. They want there to be a court order at the level of a court order. Now, that is, in my opinion, that should not be required here. The federal government has plenary power to protect our borders, all right, and should not need a court order to obtain into its custody from another law enforcement agency an illegal alien that is deportable. Okay, so the federal government's plenary power to secure the borders reaches this far, in my opinion. And so I believe that the city of San Francisco is in violation of federal law, and I also believe that Sheriff Mirkarimi is in violation of federal law. And personally, I believe that Sheriff Mirkarimi should step down, because if he's not going to honor detention requests from the federal government on a known undocumented individual, an illegal alien, then he's not in cooperation with the law. And it's the sheriff's job to enforce the law. And he's not enforcing the law. And he's in dereliction of duty, and he should be stepping down. And there's another aspect of federal law, and that is that no individual can take steps to harbor an illegal alien or assist an illegal alien to reside in this country, to reside and make a living here too. And by San Francisco establishing this sanctuary city, it flies in the face of that law. And I also have comment on the California State Workers' Compensation system, and that is, even a known illegal alien who admits in a deposition that he obtained a Social Security number off the street for $35 or $50 or whatever, can still make a workers' compensation claim under California state law. And I believe, again, that is assisting an illegal alien to live and make a living in this country, which is in violation of federal law. Okay, so basically my take is I believe Donald Trump has been really the only voice out there that has dealt with the border situation at a serious enough level. And sure, a lot of people don't want to hear what he has to say about the border. There are a lot of interested people that they have an interest in a free or porous border. And this has to stop. And particularly the Mexican government allowing people from other countries to flow through Mexico, and they drive them out into the United States. All right, so that's a problem also that needs to be dealt with, and people don't want to hear that. But these are the realities, and the murder of Katie Steinle last week really does hit home. It really does confirm Trump's position, the seriousness of it, his position on the border issue. And I support him 100% on his border policy. So that's one lawyer's opinion. What's yours?